This is Gerald van Was. Letters in words describe actually the position where things are, how things are, where they are, when they are, all these kind of things. And there are a combination of three sorts of focuses which are also which can also be derived to actually the idea of, oh, we have a steady point and it's just in one eye, you already know where it is. 9 letters are good for that description in all the positions that you have there in a steady position. If we need our 2 eyes, so that means, oh, we have to move our eye, we have to see, oh, where is it, left, right, we have again another 9 directions. If it is really not steady, also not steady in the movement, so that we not immediately find a direction, okay, it will be a combination of directions, and this is that conditional framing that we need for objects that are actually all the time moving and changing and so on. And they become quite unpredictable, and these are another 9 letters. So these letters are inspirations in a way, seed letters for the word, that gives you a clue in which direction you have to go and in which combination of directions that you see, notice and approach the object. And we already had in a previous video desert, and it's not so far away from deserted. So I will explain here how far away it is. It can depart from the same thing, but it means something else. How does it come that just a few letters difference already makes such a difference? Let's go. So we started and ended and concluded with a description of the word desert. What is the D? D is trying to look for a steady focus, which is not there, and it will try to find a way in this situation where we have, and it will take its time for it over a certain period. And the S shows that it has an unpredictable nature, and why it doesn't have a steady point is of course like the sand, and you have to have a certain feedback to sense it in how this inwardly moves and moves in conditions and has different conditions, and we will try to sense the effect of how it behaves. So, and it's also there where the material behaves towards it and is connected together via the R. Over a certain time it moves and changes and so on. So we try to grasp actually the nature of changes in the sand dunes. Actually, that is what desert is describing, and via T it says, okay, this is the place that I describe and this is the definition that I give it, and I can only sense it via this way of experiencing it. So there's a certain emphasis. There are some certain variations in the word in desert or deserted. It's a slightly different pronunciation. In desert, you have the Z, that emphasis, which says, okay, we have to sense the inwardly moves, because it's about movements, and which is because of the S description in how it is written, of an unpredictable nature. It also has 2 parts. You have des and then earth. Des is can be translated a bit as this is trying to find our way how the things are in its unpredictable nature. So we try to find out what it is despite its unpredictable nature. And earth is more like how this connects itself, R via the material, and T on at a certain place. You can read that in my system. This is the conclusion, where you have 2 different E sounds as well. Desert, E. You have the E as the larger pronounced sound, and the as the slower, the lower frequency sound. It almost like follows it up. It's not that important, so it follows the same path. It's almost like a weak repetition and a sort of continuation of what we first initiated in the first E. That is just what I'm seeing in the word. That's what I emphasize in the word, so that you better understand where the balance also is. So what you have in deserted it makes the sounds slightly different. It starts with D, ends with D. So while the first part is that trying to look to make to find some way of predictability within its unpredictable nature in this earth connects itself to the place, like it just shows you how this unpredictable nature behaves. The ending here is with ut to it. You have another and these three us are of the same height, almost at the same height. It is like it's repeating itself, and it starts from D to D, so it's trying to look for what it is, and it ends with trying to look for what it is. So there is this, and with this us repetition, there's this, I'm just describing it, there's some repetitiveness in it, some monotoneness in it, as if you with D you try to look for a place where you can place it well, and ending it with the same thing, it's almost as you don't have a solution, you don't find a solution, so you're constantly looking for a point to grasp so that I know where I am, and I can't find it. There's nothing there. There's no closure as well. Just like from D to D, you have one of these words, that, for instance, is also, you can't find closure is there as well. So you try to find, a way to grasp it, and you can't. It's also a connotation which you have in that word as well. But here the is actually repetitive in that way, and also says, I can't. I try to find something to get a grip upon, and I can't. There's nothing there. That's the deserted sense, actually, trying to find a measurement that you can use, and there's nothing to measure there. There's nothing there to grasp your attention to. And that's what the deserted actually means. You keep on looking, but you cannot find it. This actually is also used in the grammatical sense in some languages, which also has this sense of I'm not able to find it. Disinformation, disoriented. It's almost like not, but it's more in the sense like no, I can't find it. It's impossible. And that's what you can also read in that word. So I hope you already have a better clue of not just desert, but also why it's very easy. Trying to find a way in the desert ends with ut, emphasizes even more that trying to find, and of course will conclude in the end of, and I can't find it. There's nothing to find. I can't find my grasp. It doesn't end with T. It ends with D. So no, I'm not fine. I can't find it. D in the end could also be that okay, it has the point of reference has grown, has changed, has become bigger. That's also something that you can sometimes have, but here it is more from the first sense, trying to find a way in a place from starting there. Can't find its place. There's nothing in this place. Thanks again for watching. Bye.